there's the markers on this lock. Normally it sits, the water level sits on the bottom. And now they're closing the gate. Oh, that's it.
Lots of people taking interest in us as we went under Cow Lane Bridge there today. Hello crewmates, and welcome to this week's edition of Life on Board AmyJo. And as you can see, we're now leaving the Chester Basin. Our 14 days is up and we need to move.
Just open the paddles on the middle, and I'm just opening the top, the paddles on the top.
We're not going far on this cruise. In fact, we're only going up the Northgate Locks, and then we're going to try and moor up above Cow Lane Bridge. It's only a little run. It's probably only going to take about half an hour, so this will be quite a short vlog.
So I need the top and the middle full. You might think, why am I emptying the top lock then if I need it full? But I've got to fill that lock down there. And that one's the one with the marker on. So I need to make sure that it's at the right sort of levels. Steve has winded the boat and he's now making his way under the bridge. So I will go down and open the paddles for the gates for him, so he can actually come into the bottom lock. Yeah, there's the markers on this lock. Normally it sits, the water level sits on the bottom, but to actually use the locks, especially going down or coming up really, it's got to be at least in the green for the water levels to be right for the actual staircase. So we've got a long way to go to fill this one. And I have to be careful. This pavement is lovely, but it's so slippy. And there's the bottom lock, empty, ready for Steve to come in. as you can see, the gates are slightly open, so I'll just go and open those so he can come into the bottom and just sit there and wait until the other 2 pounds are full.
Give him a hand, get him back in.
Had a bit of help this morning. Got loads of schoolboys out on a run out, just helping us through the locks. They're quite excitable, but they're really good. They're helping Chris, making light for her. When the locks were first built, there was no ladders to climb out of, and there would be no need anyway, because the horseman would work the lock while the boatman would stay on the boat. But if there was a problem and they needed to get out the lock, these footholes were actually cut into the steel of the lock gate, so you could climb up. I wouldn't want to try it because they are horribly dirty and yuck, and they're quite widely spaced apart, so if you've only got little legs, you're going to struggle.
Well, today we had help coming up the locks from a few young gentlemen, and they've opened the gate for me, so thank you very much. And now they're closing the gate. Paul, that's it, be careful, just take your time. I did ask permission, I was allowed to video them. There we go.
Well, final stages of the top lock now, and with the help of the school lads and their teachers, we've managed to get through Northgate Locks quite easily. Made life an awful lot easier, but they were, as you see, they were quite excitable and loud, but they enjoyed themselves, and that's the main thing. It's given them a bit of an experience they wouldn't have had normally. And the excitement didn't stop there either. While Chris was working the paddle at the top lock, this lady police officer come charging down the towpath and wanted to cross the lock, hotly pursued by her colleague at a slightly slower pace. What had happened or who they were chasing, we had no idea, but they were certainly in a hurry. Everyone.
Well, that was an experience coming up the staircase locks today.
It was, yeah. Our time's up in Chester Basin. We've been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Time to move. So we're just going to move up and see if we can get a mooring at Cowlane Bridge now, and spend a few days there.
I don't think there is any. The man that was on the boat earlier said there's no spaces.
Oh dear, so we might end up at Vickers Cross then.
We'll see.
Never
what
mind,
happens.
we'll see. Well, lots of people taking interest in us as we went under Cow Lane Bridge there today. It's a lovely day for cruising at the moment, not too cold, and we were hoping for more here, but not a chance. It's chocker full. Only a short little cruise today. We're still in Chester town centre, but we found ourselves a cracking little spot here between City Road and the main town, and it just happens to be a gap in the buildings which has given us a little bit of solar as well, so happy days. So that's us now for the next few days. Well, that's it for this one, folks. I do hope you enjoyed our little trip up the Northgate Locks. As usual, a big shout out to our Patreon crew and our channel members, and those of you who have bought us a coffee. Hope the channel finds you well and you're keeping safe. and we will see you next time on Life on Board AmyJo. Bye.